almond flour is indeed one of the primary ingredients in a macaron recipe. That is why when creating macarons, it would help to use blanched almond flour. In most cases, almond flour or almond meal is necessary for a macaron recipe. For this reason, you can utilize both interchangeably. Why is it essential to use almond flour for a macaron recipe? Know that it is more coarse in texture. In addition to that, it possesses a dark color due to the almond skin. Nonetheless, almond flour is the best option since you aim to make a more refined texture. What can I replace it with? Essentially, pumpkin seeds can be an excellent substitute for almond flour. Keep in mind that it applies to any macaron recipe. With that, make sure to use a 1-to-1 ratio. Also, you can always make homemade pumpkin seed flour. To do so, grind the seeds in a food processor till fine. What are macarons? For starters, a meringue-based sandwich cookie is a macaron. You make it with egg whites, food coloring, almond flour, and confectioner's sugar. In addition to that, its usual fillings are ganache, fruit-based jam, and buttercream. The meringues commonly have ruffled edges and flat bottoms. Also, you can refer to ruffled edges as pied and crown. Well-baked macarons have a remarkable melt-in-your-mouth quality. There are two approaches to making macarons. The first one is the Italian method. It involves whipping the egg whites with syrup. On the other hand, in the French method, you whip the egg whites to stiff peaks form. Afterward, you should fold the dry ingredients into the egg white mixture once you make the meringue. Then, make sure you pipe the batter into rounds on a lined baking sheet. Next, ensure to let it cool till there is a formation of the skin. After that, make sure to bake the discs till set. Ultimately, the macarons are ready once cooled to room temperature again. What is almond flour? Essentially, almond flour is both gluten-free and wheat-free. Because of that, it is an excellent choice for baking. Speaking of gluten, know that wheat flours have gluten that helps dough remain stretchy. That is why gluten is necessary, because it helps baked products rise well and become fluffy. Things to consider. For the most part, you should bake your macarons for approximately 14 to 16 minutes. Also, rotate the pans top to bottom, likewise front to back. Make sure to do it halfway through baking. Moreover, you can add a bit of cornstarch or confectioner's sugar to the buttercream mixture. In so doing, it will thicken the macaron filling. Not only that, but also the macaron batter will crack when you bake it. Because of that, be sure to pipe all the macarons out in a single swoop. Next, bake all the macarons. Afterward, make sure to freeze any of the shells. Please consider that a folded macaron batter can sit for about 30 minutes to 1 hour. You can do this while you prepare the other colors. What should my macarons taste? Keep in mind that macarons may come in a lot of various flavors. Because of this, it will affect the taste, yet macarons must have an essential sweetness. In that regard, it should not be overpowering. There must be a nuttiness from the almond flour. Also, it must be pretty crunchy on the outside. However, slightly chewy and soft on the inside. For those reasons, macarons' base flavor must be pretty nutty and sweet. Although, there is indeed a broad range of flavors that you can select. Because of this, it can be from chocolate or salted caramel to fruit and pistachios. Please note that you should never let your macarons have a lingering sweetness left in the back of your throat. Hence, do not let the sweetness overpower the rest of the flavors of the macarons. If you liked this video, don't forget to like and subscribe.